Is there any new business?
Madam President,
Alexia.
I move to rescind the motion that passed at the last meeting that our chapter secure an ag science intern to conduct a tech ag workshop.
Second.
The motion to rescind has probably been moved by Alexia and seconded. Is there any discussion on the rescind?
Madam President.
Alexia.
Bringing an ag tech into our class would allow us to learn more on the ag workshops and what we're able to do in our chapter.
Is there any further discussion?
Madam President.
Alexia.
I move to recess for 30 seconds.
Second.
The motion to recess has probably been moved by Alexia and seconded. Are there any amendments on time? Hearing none, we'll now proceed to vote. This requires a majority vote. All those in favor to recess for 30 seconds say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay.
Nay.
Recess fails. We are continuing discussion on the rescind.
Madam President,
Travis.
we have gained new information since the previous meeting that to secure an intern for our chapter would cost over $500. Since we had a poor fruit sale this year, I do not recommend that we spend this money because it would not be beneficial to our chapter.
Madam President.
Alexia.
An intern that we would be able to bring in has previously been in our chapter as a student. This intern would cost us less and we would be able to use them for a great workshop idea and have little cost.
Is there any further discussion on the rescind? Hearing none, we'll now proceed to vote. This requires a 2/3 vote. All those in favor of rescinding this motion stand. 2, Madam Secretary. All opposed, stand. 3, Madam Secretary. Rescind fails 3-2. Is there any further new business?
Madam President,
Travis.
I move that our chapter host a career fair for all juniors and seniors in our high school.
Second.
The motion has probably been moved by Travis and seconded that our chapter host a career fair for all juniors and seniors in our high school.
Madam President.
Hannah?
I object to the consideration of the question.
Is there a second?
Second.
An objection has probably been moved and seconded. This requires a 2/3 vote. All those in favor of considering this question stand. 4, Madam Secretary. All opposed, stand. 1, Madam Secretary. The question would be considered 4-1. We'll continue discussion on the motion.
Madam President,
Travis.
we took a survey of all the juniors and seniors in our high school. Many said that they had not decided on a major in college, nor what they want to do. Therefore, holding this career fair could give them a better understanding of the careers they could be interested in and how that could help them later in life.
Madam President.
Mason.
Many of our students have taken personal financial management their sophomore year, and by the time they are juniors and seniors, they do need the extra help to understand how taxes and other things work. So this career fair can show them how life can work out for their favor and their personal jobs and their choice for their careers in life.
Madam President. Every year, the juniors and seniors attend the career fair that is hosted at Tolles, 5 miles from our school, and there are over 50 schools that go to that, and if we host this career fair, there's no need because it would be redundant at the time because it's during the same time, and all the same schools that would be coming to this career fair are the ones that we have already been at. I encourage a no vote.
Madam President, I've asked a question of personal privilege.
State your question.
May I use the restroom?
Privilege is denied. Is there any further discussion?
Madam President.
Austin.
There's another class that our high schoolers are able to take in Fairbanks, which is the career class, and it is by the same teachers, the financial class, and they're able to gather a lot of information on careers that they might want to pursue by going and shadowing different jobs. I encourage a no vote on this because it would be redundant to our high schoolers.
Madam President,
Mason.
I move to lay this motion on the table.
Second.
The motion to lay on the table has probably been moved by Mason and seconded. This requires a majority vote. All those in favor to lay the motion that our chapter host a career fair for all juniors and seniors in our high school, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay.
Nay.
Lay on the table fails.
I call for division in the assembly.
A division has been called for. We will now vote by visual means. All those in favor of laying this motion on the table stand. 2, Madam Secretary. All opposed, stand. 3, Madam Secretary. Laying on the table fails 3-2. We're continuing discussion on the motion.
Madam President.
Austin.
I move to postpone this motion to the next meeting.
Second.
The motion to postpone has probably been moved by Austin and seconded. Is there any discussion on the postponement?
Madam President.
Austin.
Our career fair for the juniors and seniors will be held in a couple of months, and we have plenty of time to make this decision because it is not coming up very rapidly. So I encourage a yes vote on the postpone so that we can have more time to discuss it.
Madam
President
President,
Mason.
postponing this would ruin the merits of the motion, as the seniors would be in their final semester at our high school, and they will be leaving the high school and have already received their ideas of what they will be going into after high school.
Madam President.
Travis.
To add on to Mason's discussion, many of the seniors have already put their applications out to their colleges and would not be able to decide on a career they want based on the career fair.
Madam President, if we're able to postpone this motion indefinitely, then we are able to have it at a different time than when we do tolls. And although the seniors already know where they're going, and it's not really beneficial for them, it is for the juniors because they were to see different times and maybe different schools that are able to come at that time that weren't able to come at tolls. I encourage a yes vote on the postponement.
Madam President.
Alexia.
Being a senior myself, I do not want to postpone this motion. I want to be able to figure out a career as soon as possible, and voting on this motion now would allow us to get the chance to get this motion on the way.
Is there any further discussion on the postponement? Hearing none, we'll now proceed to vote. This requires a majority vote. All those in favor to postpone this motion to the next meeting say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay.
Nay.
Postponement fails. We continue discussion on the main motion.
Madam President.
Austin.
I move to refer this motion to the Planning Committee with the power to act.
Second.
The motion to refer has probably been moved by Austin and seconded to refer this motion to the Planning Committee with the power to act. Is there any discussion on the referral?
Madam President.
Austin.
Our Planning Committee is taking care of all of the larger events that are happening throughout our chapter this year. Therefore, this would be the perfect event to place upon their shoulders because they have the right resources and they know what to do with this motion. I encourage a yes vote on the referral.
Madam President.
Travis.
As Austin stated previously, the Planning Committee has taken care of all the big events happening in our chapter. This includes the banquet, our trip to Cedar Point, as well as many other events. Therefore, they are very busy and cannot have time to deal with this as well.
Madam
Madam
President,
President.
we have voted last night at our regular FFA meeting that we will add a new theme and new activities to our banquet. This gives the Planning Committee more that they have to complete and more that they have to discuss on their own terms. If we add another motion to their agenda, this is going to take more time and they can possibly not have as much quality in their discussion and in their final decisions.
Madam President, since the banquet is many months away and the career fair would be in a month or so, there would be time for the planning committee to discuss this because they are able to have everything planned before banquet even comes up and the theme will already be discovered beforehand. I encourage yes vote.
Madam President,
Austin?
I'll have to disagree with Travis's statement that they won't have time to think about this motion because of other things that are on their plate, because the Cedar Point trip and the banquet are mostly chapter-led, and a committee is just there for kind of moral support. So since the chapter will be leading this on their own by their members, we will have time to lay this upon the planning committee so that they can focus on one thing at a time.
Madam President.
Alexia.
Like Hannah said, the planning committee for this event would be meeting in a month. We do not have time to meet in a month because this event is also in a month. They would need to meet more than once at a time, and that is not possible for all of their schedules.
Madam President.
Anna.
Like Austin said, the planning committee is normally there so that they're for moral support, and because we do have Cedar Point and banquet every year, everyone works together and knows what's going on, so nothing really needs to be planned as much as this event would have to be because we have not done this before and we have done all the other events before. I encourage yes vote.
Is there any further discussion on the referral? Hearing none, we'll now proceed to vote. This requires a majority vote. All those in favor to refer this motion to the Planning Committee with the power to act say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay.
Nay.
Referral fails. We're continuing discussion on the main motion.
Madam President.
Mason.
I move to amend the motion by striking out the words junior and the words and.
Second.
The motion to amend has probably been moved by Mason and seconded to strike out juniors and put in and. So the motion now reads, I move that our chapter host a career fair for all seniors in our high school. Is there any discussion on the amendment?
Madam
President.
President, if we host this for just our seniors, it will allow them to be catered to especially, and they're the ones who truly need this career fair. As the juniors, they will be coming into the career fair next year, and they will not need this 2 years in a row, as the seniors will be receiving a quality education about the career choices.
Madam President.
Austin.
We have talked about it in previous discussions that the juniors will also have to pick a career at some time. And even more so, we will have to encourage our freshmen and sophomores of our high school to pick a career as well. Having just seniors pick their careers will not be very beneficial for our high school because some of them have already picked their careers. The freshmen, juniors, and sophomores are still obligated to make their decision on their careers, and it would be more beneficial for us to host this event for all of our students in our high school.
Madam President.
Alexia.
Being a senior, I wish I had known more as a junior. This career fair would be better for juniors rather than seniors because seniors are getting on with their lives at this point. The juniors are the ones who are just figuring out what they want to do, and this would be more beneficial for our junior class.
Madam President.
Hannah.
Last year is a prime example because all the seniors didn't normally wait to the college and the career that they were going to do to the end of May, and that's when they're graduating. They're supposed to have that decision made. And if we limit it to only seniors, then that same thing is going to happen to myself, Alexia, as well this year, and we are not going to be able to decide our career quick enough. I encourage a no vote.
Madam President.
Austin.
This almost seems selfish for the seniors to make this only for the seniors because everybody is going to need to learn how to pursue a career and how to identify what they want their career to be. I encourage a no vote on making this just for the seniors, and everybody should be able to participate.
Madam President,
Mason.
it is unnecessary to have 2 classes in this fair as they will already have attended this at least 1 year. If we allow juniors into this career fair, they will be receiving the same information a second year in a row, wasting the money for the chapter and wasting the idea of the career fair in general.
Madam President.
Hannah.
Although everyone should participate, like said in a previous discussion, the juniors do have to take part in a career class that is located at our school, and they learned everything that they're able to do, and it is important for the seniors since the demonstration of last year, as I said, they were not able to decide their career. I encourage yes vote.
Madam President.
Travis.
I agree with Mason. It is very useless to spend the money on the juniors when they will have this career fair next year to decide what they want. If we spend this money now, we will have less funds to do the things we enjoy as a chapter, and we will have to cut some of the CDEs we truly enjoy doing as a chapter.
Is there any further discussion on the amendment? Hearing none, we'll now proceed to vote. All those in favor to amend this motion by striking out juniors and, so the motion now reads, I move that our chapter host a career fair for all seniors in our high school, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay?
Nay.
Amendment fails. Is there any further discussion on the main motion?
Madam President.
Hannah.
I move to adjourn this meeting.
Second.
The motion to adjourn has properly been moved by Hannah and seconded. This requires a majority vote. All those in favor of adjourning this meeting say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. The meeting is adjourned.